Here we have a sweet gum tree, Liquidambar styraciflua. And I think it's obvious that I don't see those eye-shaped leaflets all opposite each other on a long stem, so it's pretty easy for me to tell that sweet gum has simple leaves. They have lobes, 1 lobe, 2 lobes, 3 lobes, 4 lobes, 5 lobes. But sweet gum has simple leaves, not compound leaves. Here's a nice small tree. And when I look at it at first glance, I see what could possibly be eye-shaped leaflets. But let's look a little closer. I grab the thing, and the question is this a leaf or a leaflet? So I follow it back to where it attaches to the stem. And I do see a tiny little lateral bud there. Can you see it? Little green thing. So, what's the answer? Is this a leaf or a leaflet? Right, you got it right. It is a leaf. This tree has simple, toothless leaves. There are no teeth here. This is a persimmon, a small persimmon tree. Diospyros virginiana, I think. Diospyros means the fruit of Zeus. And if you've ever eaten a persimmon that's ripe, you know it's so sweet it tastes like the fruit of Zeus. But if you've ever eaten a persimmon that's not ripe, you know that it could be the fruit of Beelzebub. It tastes so terrible. Okay, here's one. I see a lot of eye-shaped things. What do I mean by eye-shaped? I mean they look kind of like an eye. Kind of narrow down here and wide down here. So I'm thinking a bunch of eye-shaped looking things opposite. These could be leaflets. Also, this thing that you can kind of wrap that around your thumb. It's very flexible, so that's the leaf stem. But if you go back to where it attaches right here, that's a pretty stout guy right there. So that kind of verifies to us that this tree has compound leaves. And it happens to have 2, 4, 5 leaflets per leaf. You can look down through here and tell this has an alternate leaf arrangement. Here's one. You go down here to get the next one, down here to get the next one. So we already know this tree has compound leaves that are arranged alternate on the stem. That helps us a lot. Since we know Hicks pecan at a low wall with a box of ashes, we know that it's one of those because it has compound leaves. Hickory. It is a hickory. This is probably red hickory since it only has, it has 5s and 7s. So this could be, I'm still going to call it a red hickory. So what do we learn in this lesson, this session? I hate to call it a lesson because we're out in the gorgeous forest. We've learned how to tell simple leaves from compound leaves, and that's the very first question you ask whenever you come to a tree that you want to identify. Does it have simple leaves or does it have compound leaves? And if it has compound leaves, then we have a mnemonic that tells us all the possibilities for what it can be, and that's Hicks pecan over a low wall at a box of ashes. Hicks hickory, pecan over a low black locust, honey locust, walnut at a box elder maple of ashes, red, green and white ash. So that's a great start. That's question number 1. Simple or compound leaves. Question number 2 is opposite or alternate leaves. And that's pretty easy to do. So once you ask both of those questions, you've come a long way to identifying trees. So I'm super glad to have you guys with me. Walking around in the beautiful woods on this beautiful day. I really hope you'll stay with me because I want to teach you everything I know about trees. I love trees, and I've loved trees since I was a little guy. And I bet you love trees too, or you wouldn't be watching this video and wanting to be able to identify the trees. So, happy Tree ID to you guys from me, Papa. I'm glad you're with me. We're going to have a lot of fun. Alrighty, Papa out.